Today is Lizard Day. What does that even mean? I don't care. It's Lizard Day in Raid Shadow Legends. It doesn't have to make sense. I'm excited about Lizard Day. We have boosted rates on a whole bunch of Lizardmen, and I'm going to talk about these champions and show you my builds on the champions that I have, which is most of them. And I'm pretty excited about that. I hope you are too. Let's jump right in with all the builds and all the info on all the lizards that you're going to get today, or maybe you already have them. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here. How you doing today? I am thrilled and pleased to be talking about Lizardmen today. I didn't get any requests to pull shards for any of these sweet Lizardmen, but that doesn't mean that you're not pulling or you don't want to know. And I want to bring you this info because I love the Lizardman faction. It is one of my favorite factions, little did you know. And I want to show you the builds and give you all the information that I have about these amazing champions. We're going to talk about every one that's on the list today, and I'm going to mention some other things as well, like Roxanne needs a buff, all of those good things. And in addition to that, stick around till the end of the video because I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the prism shards. So if I figure that out, I will put that at the end. Okay, so first up on the list is the feature, the Faction Unity Champion, one of the most busted damage dealers in the entire game, and that is Legate Tetox. Tetox is such an insane damage dealer that, yes, he is worth pulling for. The Faction Unity Champions are not normally in the pool. He looks freaking cool, and he is an amazing champion. I have found tons of uses for him, but mainly he's a Hydra champion. I personally love using him in live arena though, as well as the other arena modes. I think the best build for him is going to be 6-piece Merciless. I have him in 8-piece Merciless, which I guess I should be checking to see if I got a banner to be able to put him in 9-piece Merciless. I haven't checked for a minute, but I don't think that I have one that's good enough. Resistance, and defense. And I believe I've reworked all of those. So at some point, maybe I'll get a banner to get him in 9-piece Merciless, but 6-piece Merciless is also a good build. Before they limited you to one champion per prism pool, I did get 2 in the first time that he was available. No regrets there. No regrets. And as far as your relics, anything that's going to increase attack or crit damage is great. Cat's Gaze particularly good on him. Blessing wise, you're going to want Heaven Cast. Masteries, maybe something like this. If I hide myself real quick, that's what I have on him. I haven't thought about the masteries in a while, so if you like something better, do that. He does not need accuracy, so you can just build that in as additional stats. After that, we have Nikmo Thar, and Nikmo is one of the best champions in the game for turn meter fill, increase speed and decrease speed. Just an amazing boss champion. Again, all of those same places, mainly Hydra and Chimera, but wherever you want. I love the 9-piece Feral build. I know that everybody does not have that, but I love that. And then typically whenever I'm using him like really intensively in a team, I'm gonna move around and find one of my journals to put on him. Right now I don't have it on him, but usually I do. And I love the invigorated gemstone. It is one of the best gemstones, and it's a rare, so you should probably have it. Same thing with this relic. The very, very good. I have brimstone on him, but one of the best blessings for him is going to be cruelty because he has so many AoE attacks. I have that on the 4-star blessing one instead of the empowered one. That's how it ended up. Mistakes were made. Okay, mistakes were made. And then as far as as far as masteries go, I actually don't like the masteries that I have on him. I don't like them. So, but another great set that we're going to be using on him is either Provoke or Cursed for Hydra. Both of these are amazing, and you should definitely be farming the Ice Golem because you need these sets. Provoke and Cursed. One of those two is really great if you're only using him in Hydra. If you're using him in Chimera, then Relentless or this Feral build or Protection are all great sets for him. And I am going to go change these crazy masteries into what it should be. Okay, this is my favorite mastery setup with both rapid response and arcane celerity. We don't need counterattacks. That's not necessary. The turn meter fill and the buff and debuff extension is what we're really looking for here. And then obviously we want War Master as some additional damage. So those are the masteries that I would recommend on him. We will get back to Kieran later. I just don't think that he's very good, so we'll mention him at the end of the video. And then next up is going to be Python, who this dude just is my favorite action figure from the 80s. He's just got his mouth open. I always thought he looks like a live action figure. But anyway, he has just gone up and up and up in my stock over the years. He may only have 2 toes, but he is an incredible champion, okay? He is so good at keeping your team alive. Do not underestimate how valuable this passive is, taking less damage. He's a cleanser, a reviver, a healer, but most importantly, he keeps your team alive. As far as relics go, I like something that's probably going to give him resistance. So if you find any of the relics that give him resistance, that would mainly be like this Inferno Sphere is a good example. But anything with resistance is good on him. Building him with resistance is very easy because he doesn't need accuracy. I also like just like the generic rare ones like this Effigy, where the turn meter increases whenever the allies die, and then you compare that with other things like increasing their speed when there's dead allies, all of that good stuff. You can put the whatever circular gemstone you want on there, but there are some other good ones as well. I personally, for arena, you want stone skin on your Python. I haven't seen a lot of people using Python in arena lately. This is just my Faction Wars build if I'm going to use it. Whatever, like generically good build, stone skin plus bolster. I think if I was going to start using him in Chimera, like if you're struggling with good revivers in Chimera, Python's a go-to. If you can't have the survivability that you want, he's great. And I think I would probably just try to make him super fast with Relentless, maybe. Yeah, I think so, because then you can A1 a bunch, you can cycle through the cooldowns on your revives, you can cleanse as much as you need to, build him with resistance, speed, relentless, that kind of stuff. Or cooldown reducing gear. Like if you wanted to, you could put him in reflex or 4-piece merciless. Any of that stuff is going to be good. Righteous gear particularly good on him because again, you're building that resistance and speed. Okay, next up on our list is going to be Crocmar. I have a really cool build for Crocmar in Destroy. He can be really good against the Scarab boss because he's going to put a shield on your on himself actually. This is one of the things I think he needs buffed with. He should put the shield on the whole team, but you can use him in there as long as other people have shields as well. And then he's just going to cycle through pretty well. I don't know. I liked the build. He's not the best champion. His damage is not great, but there are a lot of people who do like this champion. You don't really need a relic on him. You don't really need to worry about blessings, But emergency heal, pretty good on him. I do have masteries, but like, yeah, again, he's not that important of a champion. I would not be pulling for him today. Now, to flip side that, Sulfurion, one of my favorite champions in the game, one of the best champions, period, overall. He's one of the best revivers. He's just so, so good. When he first was released, we underestimated him. Oh my goodness, like so much. Like the most underestimated new champion, I think. Just we thought he's just a random reviver. As it turns out, no, he is freaking amazing. I have Wand of Submission on him, which I really do like. Wand helps him not get the sheep on him, but also it helps him not get crowd controlled as well. It gives him extra speed. All of that stuff is great. I just have him in a really fast build. Like he's one of the fastest champions on my account. If I could find a way to keep him with high accuracy and get more speed, I would definitely do that. At this time, I don't think that I can make him any faster, but I have had him with my one and only mythical relic on there. So he is a really great champion. He is going to, this is his arena masteries, but I would definitely do support and then offense down to War Master if you're going to use him against bosses. But this is, I use him in live arena, okay? I think one of the other ones that I have is better set up for this. No, they're not. I have not been using him against bosses, really. I've been using other champions instead. But protection set, he's going to put the shield buff up there. I'm not going to say that's great, but it's a fine build that I've used. And then I have also, I guess I didn't save the preset. I've also put 9-piece Feral on him, but you know, I have it on Nikmo, so that's a Lizardman, right? So you got to decide where you want your Feral gear to go. But with that Feral gear, the 5% more damage for each debuff placed by the wearer, it does help. It definitely does help. He's not going to be placing a ton. So all of that to say, any build on him is honestly going to be good. In fact, I loved the Relentless build that I had on him. Like Relentless with Merciless or Relentless with Reflex, something where you're lowering the cooldowns, because not only does he get the shield, the HP burn, the popping the HP burn, but it's also, he's going to be doing a lot of turn meter increasing thanks to his passive. His passive is just insane, absolutely insane. So if you're going to pull for somebody today, I would say Sulfurion should be at the top of your list. But Krisk is in the pool, and he is just a complete game changer. Still one of the best champions in the game. Top 10, I would say. So good for all of the bosses. I love him in the 9-piece protection build, but I also love him in the cursed build. All of that's great. No matter what you're doing on Krisk, you need a ton of resistance and accuracy. You need so much resistance and accuracy and survivability and speed. So build those first and then worry about the sets. If you can do a cursed build and those stats, if you can do protection and those stats, do it. If you can only get those stats, then only get those stats. There's not that many Lizardmen that I don't have, but Kieran is one of them, and he's just not very good. He looks cool. I would love to get him. He's like a Shadowkin Lizardman. It's awesome, but sleep, just not very good. And like, I don't, like, where are you supposed to use him? I just don't know. I mean, I guess technically you could use him in Hydra. I just don't know why you would. He does have the decreased speed. I don't know. Tell me if you're using him. I wouldn't pull for him unless you just like really love him. I don't know what to do with him. But if I was going to build him, I'd probably build him in Relentless and with a bunch of accuracy and speed, and just try to, you know, get as many turns out of him as you can. I was going to say, I don't know why I saved Feedy for last, but I know. It's because I hate him. I don't have him, but he looks so dumb. I just think that he's a stupid looking champion. I know I get some pushback from that every time, but like he could look so much cooler if we just change the structure of his head. And like, why does he have like a little nose beak armor? I don't get it. Like he could be like Ramontu. I don't know. I don't like him, but he is an amazing champion. Increased resistance, perfect veil, block buffs, decrease speed. He's really, really good for, again, all the bosses. The Lizardmen are the boss support champions. I wouldn't say boss killers. I mean, Teox is kind of a boss killer, but boss support champions. And then, like, it's so good. Like, his passive, freaking amazing. Speed, accuracy, most important. And then all of those normal sets like we would be talking about. Relentless, reflex, whatever you want to put on him is going to be good. But minimum 250 speed, minimum 350 accuracy. Mostly that's like just a good thing to go by when you're building support champions. That's just a good rule to live by. So anyway, are you pulling for any of these champions? What did you think of this build, summon pool, video concept? If you guys like this, I'd love to do this again. I like doing these types of videos. And you need to decide if you're going to pull. But I would probably be pulling for Teox. And if it were me, I would pull for Sulfurion probably. If I had, I don't know, maybe I would go for Feedy. But I wouldn't change. I wouldn't choose Feedy over Sulfurion or Krisk. I think I'm ready to think about empowering Sulfurion. So maybe I would go for him. But I just pulled a Void Legendary. So if you didn't see that video, I'll link that at the end so you can go from one video to another. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And I'll see you later on stream.